Welcome back, everybody, to the Minnesota Gophers Dynasty. My name is MrHurriicane, and today the Gophers return home to defend their undefeated record against the Michigan Wolverines. Last week, Minnesota took on Clemson and walked away with a 54-16 victory. It was a dominant performance on both sides of the ball. Today they take on the 2-4 Michigan Wolverines, trying to keep that undefeated record intact. It's rivalry week here in Minneapolis as Shane Wood starts us off, and the Wolverines will take the touchback. This offense is built to pass the football. Eric Arnold is a good young quarterback. He has talented receivers and a pretty good offensive line. They go empty to start the day, and Arnold throws it complete to Jason Wade. They begin with a gain of 4. Minnesota's pass defense should be tested more today as Arnold throws for the second time and lifts it over Reggie Carter to his receiver Zach Freeman, and they get a big 20-yard completion. That is exactly why we have to get pressure in this game. Now off the fake, a short pass complete to Matt Bostic gets them close to the mark. Third down and 1 I formation. They go to the ground and Chris Davis is shut down by Josh Mackey. Short yardage situations are not friendly against these linebackers. Minnesota football for the first time as the offense has been really hitting their stride the last couple weeks. Here's TJ Jackson starting them off with a gain of 9. And I've talked about the resurgence of the running game. Jackson's had a very good stretch of 3 games. Now stretching this carry to the outside, he makes a move and is down up near the 40-yard line. Jackson with 518 yards coming into this game. On 1st and 10, now Gallagher lobbing deep and complete. It's Marcus Williams for 21. Maybe a little too much underneath it, but he made a great catch in traffic. Minnesota spreads the field. Protection holds up. Gallagher throws deep for Lee James and overthrows everybody through the end zone. We don't usually see a lot of that from the offense. Now in a 2 tight end formation, down goes TJ Jackson. Well read by James Inman. They covered the option very well that time. Now they need the 29 for a first down. 3rd and 13. Gallagher throwing deep up the sideline, but leads Porter out of bounds. And the Gophers will stall there. Both offenses start well, but eventually stall. Michigan ball. Here's a toss for Chris Davis. Gets around 2 defenders, but not the 3rd, and Jason Johnson, 3-yard pickup. Now they go empty. 3rd down and 4. Just a 3-man rush. Taking off is Eric Arnold trying to get outside, and he's down. Stopped by Greg Kelly a yard shy, and that's a 3-and-out. Minnesota starts shy of their own 40, but pretty good field position. They go to the ground to start this drive as Jackson gets a lane and takes the ball up near the first down marker. That'll move the chains. 2 linebackers blitz, so Gallagher checks it down. Here's Jackson. And showing off the power, he picks up a few extra. He's been consistently doing that lately. 2nd and short, they keep it in the air. Gallagher fires complete to Marcus Williams. That'll be an 11-yard pickup, putting the Gophers in field goal range. Lee James slot right. Jackson stays in to block, and Gallagher goes deep to the end zone for Clint Porter. Touchdown, Gophers! A 31-yard toss from Gallagher to Clint Porter. That's the 3rd time they've tested this defense deep. 7-0 Minnesota. Now Michigan football as Arnold has a wide open man. There's Bostic who lays a stiff arm and has the ball at near midfield on the first play of the possession. In the offset eye on 1st down, hands off Chris Davis. Again trying to stretch it outside. The Gophers just knock him back and he loses 3 yards. This defense is so good at defending those off-tackle runs. 2nd and 13, Arnold takes off. With plenty of green, he crosses the 50 and takes the contact, but isn't rewarded with the first down. 3rd down in inches. They're going to throw for it now. Arnold complete to Wade. Notice how they went away from the run on 3rd and short. Probably a wise move. 1st down and 10. Now Davis gets the delay, and he meets Reggie Carter after a gain of 4. First quarter is winding down. Arnold on 2nd and 6 has a man open, and Carter lays out Jason Wade, but he has the first down. They're finding a rhythm on this possession. Arnold looks to take off and is wrapped up by Greg Kelly. It's a 4-yard sack. Now the Gophers showing blitz. And on 2nd and long, it's a sweep. And Carter's there again. He's hitting everybody. Loss of 2 on the play. Now 3rd and 15. They've fallen back to the 24-yard line. Minnesota in a zone as Arnold throws down the middle, and Calvin Hall denies that one. 4th down. It's a 7-3 game here in the second quarter as the Gophers go to a sweep of their own. Jackson trying to get outside, but nowhere to go. Michigan protects the edge very effectively. Loss of 2. From inside the 15, 3rd and 12. Michigan drops 8 in coverage. Gallagher looks to scramble, and he's sacked. Slade Wade takes him down, and that's a 3-and-out. Good stop there by Michigan as the offense has good field position. Davis gets the handoff, gets a couple blocks, and is brought down after a gain of 5 by Ricky Jack. They send Kidd in motion, who's actually a backup quarterback, and Arnold hits Jason Wade. He meets Carter but hangs on, and that's a 1st down. Everybody in tight, and they go to a toss, and there's nowhere for Davis to go. Ricky Jack with the tackle for loss. They tried to block him with the receiver. And look how that worked out. 2nd down and 15, and here comes Lemon off the edge, but he bites on the fake. Arnold takes off, he gets outside the numbers, and slides after a gain of about 13. 3rd and short, will they pass it again? It's an option. Here's Davis, and he's not going to get it. Calvin Hall comes down for another tackle for loss. You just can't go outside on this defense. Both defenses have played well in the first half. Here's Gallagher off the fake. He dumps it short. And here's Marcus Williams escaping the defender. I wasn't expecting him to get much there, but he picks up the 1st down. 2 receivers left, and Marcus Williams leads the way. It's Jackson for another 1st down run. Minnesota at their own 45. Screen set up. Here's Jackson in the flats. Gets a big block to lead the way. 1st down and spinning down to the 42-yard line. Gain of 14 yards. In a split shotgun, Jackson takes a breather. Triple option, here's Jeremy Smith, and he won't get much. Maybe a gain of 1. Chauncey Thornton is the lone back this time. He sweeps outside. Defenders there, he gets inside with a nice cut and takes that for a gain of 7. Minnesota brings in the 2nd tight end, Michael Williams, on 3rd and 2. Gallagher steps up, now pass is complete. It's Clint Porter for 12 and a 1st down. Brandon Jones in the game on 2nd down as the Gophers go back to the run, and Jackson is brought down on first contact, gain of 5. Marcus Williams in the slot as the Gophers look for a conversion. Wolverines blitz, and it gets through. Gallagher chased to his left and dropped for a huge loss. 15 yards. This Michigan defense is definitely talented. Now Shane Wood to give the Gophers a 7-point lead, and his kick is good. 10-3 Minnesota. Now here's a quick update. Michigan State is also not having a very good year, but they are currently leading 3-3 Indiana, 20-14. Now we'll see what Michigan tries to do with 1:22 on the clock. Arnold on 1st down looks to scramble, and instead he's sacked by Tony Hunter. Minnesota did use their 1st timeout. It's now 3rd down. Here's pressure. Arnold checks it down, and Davis is stopped. Timeout called by Minnesota. They'll have some time to operate. The punt sailing deep to Brandon Jones, and he has been very, very consistent lately. Jones starts up the middle and breaks to the 4th side in Wolverine territory. He makes a move to get past another and is brought down after a 41-yard return. Very short field for Minnesota. They go empty. 30 seconds on the clock. Rolling and dumping it off. Here's Brandon Jones, not getting very much, if any, and Jones is shaken up. Minnesota uses their final timeout, and we'll see if Jones returns. On 3rd down, Gallagher's going deep again to the end zone. It's knocked away by Jared Nelson. Again, he wanted Clint Porter. They'll settle for Shane Wood. This will give the Gophers a 2-score lead from left hash. He splits the uprights. 13-3 Gophers, and we're very close to halftime. 15 seconds on the clock as Michigan goes with a shotgun counter, and there's some room off tackle. Davis had to hurdle his own man. That slowed him up a bit. He got 14, though. Maybe they'll try to get something going. 8 seconds on the clock. Arnold is sacked. Greg Kelly there once again, and that'll take us to halftime. Good performance so far, but we'd like to see more points. Through one half, the Wolverines have kept it close. Minnesota's defense has definitely overwhelmed them, and they've gotten just enough offense going to create a 2-score lead. Now here in the second half, the Gophers begin with the football and start with a jet sweep to Lee James. He outruns one defender, makes a move, and appears to have the first down. Now a split backfield with Williams in the slot. It's a fake to Jackson. Gallagher rolls out right. He flips it outside, and there's Marcus Williams getting at least 1 foot in bounds. That's a 14-yard grab. 5 catches on the day for Marcus Williams. On first down, Gallagher rolls outside. Pretty good coverage, though, and he just gets rid of it. The man coverage has not been too bad for Michigan. 3 receivers on the field. Here's a sweep for Jackson, who's forced back to the inside, and Michigan stops him at the line of scrimmage. Gophers at midfield trying to extend the possession. On third down, good protection. Now Gallagher unloads, and Porter makes the catch downfield. First down. They're playing a lot of press man, but can't get a good jam on Porter, who had both feet in bounds on that reception. In a split backfield on first down, there's a fake, and now the pitch. Here's Jackson to the 15. He makes a move upfield to the 10, spinning down to the 7, gain of 9. Trey Grigsby in the game. James the motion man. This time it's his turn. Getting outside, Lee James has the touchdown. We haven't seen them run that play this season. The receiver counter. I like it. Minnesota leads 20-3. With a 3-score lead, that's going to put some pressure on this Michigan offense. Arnold keeps it on the zone read, and he will pick up about 9 yards on this first play. But they're going to have to get more consistent. Davis carries on second down, and he will get enough and power through a tackle, and Carter gets to him after a gain of 5. In a tight formation, here's a toss. Davis met, not down yet, now he is. Once Reggie Carter got there, it was game over. They'll try the split backfield now, and Arnold breaks off of 2 tackles. He's going to pick up positive yardage when it looked like another big loss. Here's the defense chance on third down. Arnold needs 5, and his pass is dropped. He had the open man at the marker. Clark couldn't come through, and they'll punt it back. Minnesota ball leading by 17 in the third quarter. Michigan's defense gets aggressive. Gallagher dumps it short, and Jackson steps out after a minimal pickup. Porter isolated right on third down. Pretty good coverage downfield, and Gallagher is forced to his right. Now stops and fires complete to Marcus Williams, who created just a little bit of separation. 22-yard gain and 87 on the day. Jones in the slot. They run inside, but nowhere to go for Jackson. Inman the first one to make contact. Graham with the tackle for loss. Jones still in there, and here's another blitz. Gallagher evades and rolls out left. Good coverage. Now unloads deep again. Jump ball incomplete for Nick Wilkerson. We're seeing more deep balls than we've seen all season in this game. Michigan trails by 17 with 2:20 to go in the third quarter as Davis gets a lane up the middle. The outside runs haven't worked. That's a gain of 5. Third down and 1. They're going with the pitch. Clark to the outside, gets a block and the first down. Good job by the tight end out in front. Arnold under center. Throwing on first down. He passes complete to Jason Wade. Carter on the stop after a gain of 8. Fullback in the game, and they motion the tight end. But Arnold will pass again. With time, he has his man, but Boston can't hang on. Third down, Michigan. Again, everybody lines up tight. It's a pass. Arnold throws to the middle and is intercepted by Jason Johnson. The Gophers have taken it away. They're going with all these short passes, trying to dink and dunk down the field. And undercutting it was Johnson with his second interception of the year. Gopher ball, first down. Jackson on the counter is brought down after a pickup of 6. Minnesota close to taking this to the fourth quarter. Here's 3rd and 4, and complete down the middle. Gallagher hits Lee James. There's a 17-yard pickup. It's definitely been a much more aggressive passing attack today. Now the pressure gets there, and Gallagher is forced outside again, and no one's open, so he just gets rid of it. The pressure and coverage in general has not been bad for Michigan. Now a handoff as Jackson tries to get outside, but a good tackle is made after a gain of 3. The fourth quarter begins with Minnesota facing 3rd and 7. Gallagher passes complete inside the 15 to Clint Porter. There's a 12-yard reception. Now with 2 tight ends in the game, they go back to the running attack as Jackson doesn't get much. That's a gain of about 3. They go empty now, facing 3rd and 7. It's a 3-man rush, and Gallagher still in trouble, just gets it away, but Wilkerson won't get to the end zone. They'll settle for 3. Once again this week, we've seen why this defense is ranked number 1. Michigan trailing by 20 here in the 4th quarter, desperate to get some offense going. Here's a short throw complete as Bostic picks up the 1st down and is driven out by Eric Lemon. Now their offense goes empty. Arnold throws short middle. That's complete to Bo Jones for a gain of 6. A lot of very short throws from Michigan, very afraid to stretch the field. Another one. Here's Freeman, and he won't get very much. That's a gain of 3. Minnesota backs off the secondary. Here's the blitz. Arnold gets it away, and Bostic moves the chains. This is one of the best drives they've put together today. 2nd down. It's a 4-man rush. Arnold throws it short again. Davis is brought down by Osborne. That'll make it another 3rd and short. Bringing Kidd in motion, Arnold fakes. Now checks it down, and Kidd will move the chains as Michigan breaks into the red zone. They're taking a lot of time on this possession. It's 1st and 10. Arnold again to the middle. Freeman couldn't hang on. Josh Mackey delivered the hit. This will be play number 11. Toss outside. Can Davis get to the edge? He stiff arms Hall. Fights with Ricky Jack and drags him to the 10. Maybe his best carry today. Another 3rd down and short. Here's the blitz. It doesn't get there, and Arnold steps up inside the 5, spinning into the end zone for the 1st Michigan touchdown. Not a very flashy possession at all. Dink and dunk. Focus on those medium gains. Now they're down by 13. Onside kick try with 3 minutes left, and right there to pick it up is Chauncey Thornton. He wants the reverse field and return this, but he's not going to. But it is Gopher football. Trying to take some time off the clock now. It's Jackson sweeping left. Solid gain this time as he picks up 6 on 1st down. Clock winding down to 2:14. Now a fake. Gallagher throwing deep again. He wants Porter one more time, but it's knocked away by Jared Nelson. Gallagher took a hit at the end of that play, and he's going to go to the bench. It doesn't appear serious, but Charles Daniels is now in the game. It's Jackson on 3rd down, breaking a tackle. He sheds another, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota! T.J. Jackson breaks one, and that should do it. He had 16 rushes for 61 yards before this 49-yard touchdown. Minnesota leads 30-10. Backup defenders now in the game for Minnesota. From the spread formation, Arnold is sacked! Going around the blind side was Caleb Wilson with the sack. Now it's 3rd down and 6. Minnesota brings 5. But Arnold has the screen. Davis trying to get away, and out there making the stop is Caleb Wilson again. Good hustle. 4th down. Michigan needs 8 to move the chains. Quick pass, and Freeman lays out for it. He goes to the ground, and that's going to do it. The Minnesota Gophers win again, as Charles Daniels gets to take the knees this time. Gallagher is fine, by the way, nothing serious at all, and the Gophers are now 8-0 on the season. The defense played as expected. Phenomenal run defense, a lot of plays behind the line of scrimmage, and they didn't allow big plays in the passing game. For Minnesota, they tried to get those big plays, had a couple in the air, and of course the T.J. Jackson run there at the end. 110 plus a score. I never thought this would be possible, but it's a legit possibility that T.J. Jackson could rush for 1,000 yards in the regular season. In the first 5 games, he rushed for only 252 yards. Over his last 3, he has 376. And then you look at the rushing performances from everybody else, whether it's the option game with Chauncey Thornton, a little bit of Jeremy Smith, Lee James, Brandon Jones on those sweeps. Our running game is actually becoming fairly formidable at an important part of the season. Minnesota now gets to rest up over their bye week before another very important game. There are still 2 7-1 teams in the division. Penn State in the East is number 3 in the country. Illinois with us in the West is number 5. So plenty of competition behind us. Nebraska's sitting there at 8, Ohio State at 11, Iowa is sitting there at 19. But things are going to get very interesting after this next game. The Gophers take on number 5 Illinois. It's the number 1 ranked defense against the number 1 ranked offense. They are number 1 in points, yards, and second in passing yards. Their running back, Kenny Blanchard, has been here in the Heisman Watch all season. He has 818 yards on the year with 13 touchdowns. Illinois' only loss came against Ohio State in a 10-point defeat, so it wasn't a terrible loss. Their quarterback is the senior Edmund Sanders. It's his first year starting, and he's racked up 20 passing touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. He has great size, a great arm, very accurate, and can also run. I believe this is the best quarterback-running back tandem we'll have faced this season. They also have a couple good passing targets in receiver Robbie Ransom and tight end Nate Hill. This is one of the biggest games all year for Minnesota, perhaps the biggest to this point. But the Gophers have played their best in those most crucial games. The Iowa game and the Clemson game stand out. 36-0, 54-16. Complete dominant performances. What's in store now when the Gophers take on Illinois? Whomever wins this game will hold the top spot in the Big Ten West. Thank you all for watching today's video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments who you thought were the MVPs on both offense and defense, and hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the biggest game of Season 10 yet, when Minnesota travels to take on Illinois. Have a great day. I'll see you then.